Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about the new chapter of My Hero Academia, which is on chapter 429. Now, we all know about this, this is the second to last chapter, and when next week comes, the final chapter of My Hero Academia is there and it'll be over. But there could be something else going on here and there, but we'll get to that in just a moment. So if anything else, let's just get this chapter started. The biggest highlight throughout the chapter, we all know, is the scene with Ochaco and Izuku, and of course there's another scene which I'll get to later because I think that will be important later, but I don't know. Well, we'll just have to go in order anyway, but let's just get this started right away, okay? We have to it, there's a boy making a narration that his quirk variation does not come from any of the family he was in, Unfortunately, things went south for him and he's been abused, locked away, and I thought this was very screwed up, I don't know why Horikoshi decides to do this kind of thing to begin with towards the very end, but whatever the case may be, this boy ends up having, it was just some abused boy, neglected boy narration, very badly abused, which is really sad and disheartening and very painful. But other than that, we'll get to the other part where we go to Ochaco crying over Himiko Toga's fate, Deku shows up using One For All and tries to talk to her, Eventually, Ochaco's like, what are you doing here? Deku's like, hey, I had a gut feeling you're here, and Deku tells Ochaco how she became his hero a long time ago, and that she shouldn't bear these hurtful emotions alone, and that holding someone's hand could put your heart at ease, kind of thing. And we get to see Ochaco crying tremendously, and she confessed to Deku that she wasn't feeling great because she blames herself about Himiko-chan having to die because of her, and she explained how she wished she hadn't gotten stabbed, didn't have those unnecessary thoughts. Her quirk allowed her to share her blood with anyone, and that she looked wasn't there another way to find her sooner. If only I became a friend, who knows what would happen. In other words, Ochaco-chan was blaming herself tremendously for Himiko Toga to die, and this finally confirms it. Honestly, it wasn't supposed to be surprising to begin with. It was pretty much gonna happen to Himiko that she was gonna die, because she says she gives all her blood to her, and of course, Ochaco did tell Himiko that you are going to die if you keep this up, and obviously from the get-go, it happened. So we had to. Deku also says he had the same thoughts and feelings that he was unable to save Tenko and Tomura Shigaraki, The path that All For One told me I'm going on is a thorny one, but you know what? If we keep reaching our hands out to other people, even though it's not a concern, I'm sure it'll help out, And we get to see Class 1A show up to see Deku and Ochaco helping each other out, I don't know, but we have to it that, Tsuyu calls Ochaco-chan being an idiot for not confessing sooner, while Deku jumps out of the way, etc. We get to see Deku look at his hand right now, and, we get to see that the embers of One For All, it seems to be decreasing little by little. So, looks like to me, Bakugo does ask Deku, hey, I heard that you jumped all the way up here, right? So, how are the embers doing? And everyone's really shocked about it, saying, embers? What does he mean by that? And we get to see that Deku confessed, about the embers, and everyone's really upset about it. And then we got to see that a narration talked about how One For All was completed, bringing people all together, and how it did a lot of good things. We get to see some funny pictures of Aoyama's farewell party, Eri starting to sing, which she looks like she's really excited and starting to rock it out, which I thought was pretty freaking hilarious. We don't know how that's going to turn out, but other than that, we go to a scene with All Might and Hawks talking about changing the chart or expanding upon it, and that there were a lot of people who are non-heroes played a big role during the war, and that they should be given some credibility. Well, we don't really know how that's gonna turn out, but all I know is All Might wants to change the system with Hawks for a bit, and Hawks is like he agrees with the idea to change it, but we had to go around here and there. We go to the very almost ending of the chapter that the boy who is abused, was about to do something hectic, maybe kill somebody, you know. But we get to see a grandma, the same one that could have saved Shimura, but unfortunately was unable to, ends up finding that boy with the sewed up mouth, you know, saying, hey, it's okay. I know something that I've done must have been haunting long time ago, but here, if there's something wrong, I feel like we'll just get stronger, you know? So how about this? It's going to be okay because Granny is here. How's that sound? And the boy could only cry in tears because someone is actually reaching out to him, you know? We have to Deku and Ochaco was watching this from afar, and Ida's like, hey, what are you two doing, you know? And the chapter ends off with Deku and Ochaco having a smile a bit, and then it looks like to me the narration ends off with eventually the win initiated by Deku and his friends will, I don't know. Next issue, last chapter, and post a color page, you know? So, yeah, next week will be the last chapter, you know, but there was a message given by social media and by Twitter and all that, which is now called X whatsoever, that there might be other projects incoming. So there could be a sequel, there could be a spin-off, I don't know. I really don't know. One thing's for certain, depending how it ends off, which it will be a rushed ending, honestly, because I think 5 chapters is not enough. There has to be a lot more to show of what happened with other people, you know. What about Gigantomachia and then Kurogiri, you know? Are they really truly dead? I don't know. And like I said, there's a lot of things I think it should have wrapped up, but it's wrapping up maybe some important points for now. But whatever the case may be, it looks like to me next chapter will be the last one. We don't really know how long it's going to be, but it could be a regular page chapter, which will really suck, honestly, because, you know, that's just how it is. Anyways, I guess might as well get ready to look forward to next week's chapter. You know, I'll try to avoid spoilers as best I can, but I can't help it now because, you know, Twitter and social media has always been a total jerk on that. But other than that, like, next week, final chapter. It's gonna be the end of a Shonen Jump series, you know, that lasted for about 10 years. And yeah, it is what it is. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. So I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time. All right. Peace out. Bye-bye. Toodaloo.